The new commissioner of the Metropolitan Police has just been appointed. It's Terry Knott that's bringing our crime correspondent, Martin Brunt. Martin, tell us who he is, because he's got a big job to do, hasn't he? He's taking over a police force that's just been put into special measures.
He's got an immense job ahead of him, and the man who has vowed to do it and to restore the Met's reputation is Sir Mark Rowley, who retired from the Met in 2018. He was at the time one of the most senior officers at the Metropolitan Police, and the last job he held there was as head of counter-terror, not just for the Met, but a role he held on a national basis, and he led the response to the wave of attacks in London in 2017. He did apply for the job originally when it was last vacant, but lost out to Cressida Dick. He had applied also, I understand, for the job of running the National Crime Agency, but lost out to somebody else on that job. So for the last 4 years, Sir Mark Rowley has worked in the private sector, but he has been a regular pundit, particularly on counter-terror matters. So announced in the last few minutes by the Home Secretary that he's the chosen candidate. He was one of two who were left in the race and was clearly the front runner. His rival was Nick Effgrave, who is a still serving Assistant Commissioner at the Met, but presumably he was seen to have been too close to Cressida Dick, was one of her lieutenants through the last 2 or 3 years of very troubled times at the Met. So at least Sir Mark Rowley has not been associated with more recent problems at the Metropolitan Police. Now, the Home Office has said that he will need to focus on getting the basics right, restoring confidence in policing, delivering a beating crime plan rather, and making the capital streets safer. Pretty obvious targets for him. Sir Mark has said in a statement that he's honoured to get the job. He said, "Our mission is to lead the renewal of policing by consent, which has been so heavily dented in recent years as trust and confidence have fallen." He went on to say, "We will deliver more trust, less crime, and high standards." So he's set himself pretty high targets. But I don't think that he will be in any way underestimating the task ahead of him, with a force in special measures. The Metropolitan Police, one of 6 UK police forces, undergoing real close scrutiny by the police watchdog. So he'll probably give himself, I don't know, a year, 18 months to turn the force around. He's got to do it quickly after 2 or 3 years of momentous scandals. He really does have to restore public confidence in the Met, but also, I think, to restore confidence in his staff.